All right. Okay. Without further ado, Zherka, Destiny, tell them who you are, and we're gonna go to Rumble.
Hey, I'm John fucking Zherka. I'm the only person on this fucking show. Not even Andrew Tate could do 72,000 new followers in 1 week. 1,400 youth converted to Christ. Jesus is king. These bitches are whores. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? None of your ex-boyfriends could knock me out. I could KO any of them. And to be honest, I'm a gentleman because you're gonna suck the skin off my dick. Let's go.
You want to put some money on it?
I got Ethereum.
And Destiny, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Destiny. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, Kick. Honestly, I'm just here waiting for Zherka to come down off his coke binge, and then that's when I'll start.
It's not happening, right?
Chilling right now.
It's
Yeah.
not happening.
Waiting for the Rumble stream.
I got money now. It's not happening.
Do you want to play the video and then do the reactions?
Let's do a Rumble.
You want to just go right
so,
now?
so we can involve the guys.
Go to Rumble so I can call the girls an F slur.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right.
He's not. He's not.
Okay. So we're gonna cover some stuff on Rumble.
I'll say this before we go to Rumble. Did any of the ladies have a question or something like that you guys wanted to throw out there? Because we always give girls the last question at the end, and it's like, what about now? Did any of y'all have a question or something like that, or a comment or something?
She can't even think.
Go ahead.
Give us a good question. Don't ask us
before we go over to Rumble.
Okay, so
because
like,
it's gonna get crazy once we do that. So I want to give the
watch the blonde DNA. Go, babe.
it's just a quick question. What the purpose of this segment of your show is?
Oh my god.
What was the purpose of it?
Yeah.
So the audience gets an idea of who's on the panel, ages, because we collect.
Oh, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, so you have like how you help guys, and so this segment, like, this portion of the after hours with the girls.
Yes.
So it's
what's the reason?
The point.
After hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Of after hours.
Yeah.
Oh, well, two things. It's obviously it provides entertainment, right? Because you're able to see ideas clash. And the other thing too, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but it does expose a lot of things about female nature that we talk about during the daytime show.
And there's a third thing.
Super entertaining.
It's also to fuck you girls.
Oh, I love
You
that men are
wish.
so curious. They have to have a whole show about what women think.
Who gives a fuck? You're 35.
Hey, you have a lot about
wisdom.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's more along the lines that so we tell guys what makes you attractive as a man. And, you know, it's one thing for us to explain it, but for us to bring girls on and have them exemplify what we talk about all the time, it kind of pretty much like, look, we told y'all this is how women tend to think and view the world in general. And you can see it pretty much in the panel. And what I've realized is that even regardless of woman's education, where she's from, economic status, whatever, women typically have certain trends and patterns when it comes to dealing with the opposite gender.
Yeah.
And also, as a woman, wouldn't you want men to become better to deal with you? For example, better men, more successful, more in shape,
Yeah.
Open-minded.
thought out.
Like-
So once again, helping men become better as well.
Like,
Of
Australia,
course.
what's the hottest thing a man can say as you're about to come? You're coming. What is the hottest thing you say?
Oh, I'm very intimate, so I love you would probably be the best thing.
Interesting. I actually
Aw,
recommend that on
I'm a
my,
romantic.
on my
I
dating
like it.
program. I actually recommend at thezherkaofficial.com.
Just lie if you don't mean it.
I say either.
No, we
and
don't
when
want
she's
that.
about to
No.
come, either say you love her or you hate her. They both work.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did anyone else have anything? Maybe on the couch or anything?
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
sure,
something
please.
to say. We want the man
Sure.
as a leader, and then if the men are leader, the girls, even they're a whore or whatever, they in the past or whatever, they're gonna try to equal the man. And if the man fucked up, then what do you want from the girl society?
Yeah, you don't have to use whore. Just it's synonymous with woman. at
Okay,
this
sorry,
point.
my vocabulary.
Yeah,
is
just
not
say
that bad.
woman. It's synonymous.
So I don't. Was that like more of a statement or was that a question? I'm trying to.
Yeah, kind of both. Like I try to say, like you said, that the woman wants a guy like who's a fit and like has money and stuff. And I said that the woman wants a leader instead. Like, and doesn't matter. He tried to make money. Good, yeah, protect her. Like he trying to make money even if he didn't make money yet. So if he doing right things, the girl's gonna be better. And as Zherka said, that we're not gonna be a horse. Like
yeah, you know my name.
Lead by example.
Okay. So let me ask you this then. Do you think? Would you agree that only a minority of men can actually like take care of women and are competent leaders?
what's snoring? I'm not sure.
Minority.
The fuck.
Minority means like it's not the
Small
majority
amount.
of men.
Can take care. But I don't think any man, if he wants to, can take care of the woman.
No, but my question is, do you think a majority of men are capable and want to actually be
No,
the
I don't
breadwinner,
think
the
so.
leader,
Of
the
course
protector?
not. They don't want to
these
take
traditional
responsibility
traits. Okay,
at
so
all.
would you say it's a minority of men?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think so that means that man is rare, right?
Men are in their feminine now.
Okay, so would you say masculine men are rare now?
Yeah, very.
But it's okay if they're feminine as far as they take responsibility. Like be a
There's
like
a balance.
you know
Well,
like
taking responsibility is actually a masculine trait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's balance.
So
no, I can take a responsibility
When it
as well,
comes-
even I'm a woman.
when it comes to taking responsibility as far as like providing and caring for and providing provisioning these things, like responsibility in that angle,
Not
that's typically
only
a
just do the
masculine
right
trait.
things,
Yes.
even if you address
No, no.
provocative, just don't be like like you go to the club, even you are I don't know, talk to the girls. I want to trust you, do the right thing.
Okay, now you're kind of going into a whole other thing. I just simply asked you a question. Like you're saying you want a man who's a leader, who's dominant, that could take care of a woman, right?
Yes.
Then I went ahead and asked, are these traits common in men today? Most of you said no, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Most guys you would agree are feminized.
Right.
No.
And don't
Yeah. That's
A lot
another
of
bad
them.
thing. It's fine.
Most.
For me.
Okay, so for you, but the rest of the women here, I think, want a more masculine man. Because if you have a feminized guy, like a feminized man, isn't going to take care of you
Okay,
Well,
then I
that's
don't.
because he thinks that you're equal to him. That's what makes him more feminized.
Yeah.
I mean, feminized, like maybe soft and like.
No,
sweet.
no.
That's okay.
Wait.
That's a
Young
balance,
lady,
though.
we're
That's
having.
okay. Okay, I
Excuse
see
me,
what you mean.
we're having rough.
Okay.
We're having rough sex. Period.
So let me ask you this then. So you're saying that you want a guy that's a leader, protector, and most of you agree that this man is rare. Do you think it's a fair deal for a man who has all these traits, which makes him rare, to accept a woman that used to be a hoe?
Why would
No.
he even come in
No.
contact with her if he's that in his
Well, she did
masculine?
mention before a girl in her past, blah blah blah. She looked beside, find the guy.
What's her? Like she has a lot of guys, or what? Like
She has a promiscuous past. Do you think that woman
High
deserves a
body
higher
count.
caliber guy that has these traits that are rare?
yeah, of course he
If
deserves.
she's
that
reached a
kind of
point where she's
girl.
not there anymore.
Yeah. Just look in the mirror.
Okay, let me ask you this question then. If you think a woman that has a promiscuous past deserves a top tier guy who's taking care of her, who is rare, then does a guy that's a bum panhandling on the side of the road, does he deserve a model?
If he
No.
one day got his shit together, yeah.
Well,
If
but
they
hold on.
What?
If he got his shit together, so it's contingent upon something, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the
that's
girl
not
is
fair.
too. If she got her
What
shit
is
together.
this stupid bitch talking about, Myron?
You triggered my trap card.
Do you see my
She's
logic
saying if
here?
the
Yeah,
horse
but
stops
the leader is the
whoring.
man, so he's supposed to do the first move. Like, let's say, if all of society is bad, then who's supposed to do the right move? It's
No.
supposed to be a guy,
You're missing
Okay.
the point. You're
Okay.
missing the point. What I'm saying is that you guys aren't going to go ahead and accept a bum if you're a model and you're very attractive. Why should a man who's exceptional pick up a hoe?
He shouldn't.
You guys literally said they deserve it
No,
a second ago.
if she wasn't a hoe anymore and she got her shit together. But if she was a hoe,
Does a
then-
leopard
no.
change his spots?
No.
Love
hoe is
can
always a
make a
hoe.
lot of people
Listen,
change.
once she
People
wears,
heal.
Like
listen,
all I'm
hoes
seeing
always
here,
a hoe.
I don't know if you guys see the logic here.
Mhm.
In
But some
your
guys
guys'
like hoes.
like men should accept women regardless of their past, but you guys would never accept us if we weren't where we need to be.
Because
No,
the
that's
woman
not
gonna
true.
follow the leader of
That's
the
not
man,
true
and
at all.
she can't
one
be the
whore at a
leader.
time.
Hold on,
Excuse
stop
me.
the show. Hold on, real quick. Candace, now you see why we do this show?
Yeah.
There you go. The flawed logic and showing how women contradict themselves all the time and don't make sense, and they view the world through a very narrow lens of what benefits me. I don't give a fuck about men. I literally use the same exact analogy. If a bum, does he deserve a top tier model looking chick? All of you said no, and I agree actually.
I didn't say
He's
no.
got to get his shit together. Okay, if you're going to use that logic, then a guy who's exceptional, that's attractive, that can provide, protect, and provision, which women are looking for, a hoe does not deserve him.
You're
Okay.
missing a thing of logic that you
Sure,
didn't plug
go ahead.
in for these people.
Sure.
It's because in your mind it's once a hoe, always a hoe. But in
Yes.
their mind you
Yeah.
can stop being a hoe. But you didn't plug
Yeah.
that part in. But that's why
Yep,
nobody's
that's
understanding.
how-
Well, I used
That's
the
what-
leopard
yeah.
in spots.
Yeah, but you
That was
said
my
that quickly.
phrase.
But I'm saying like for them, they're saying
Yeah.
because to them your analogy fit. If a guy becomes successful, he's entitled to a
Yes,
good
thank
woman.
you.
Steven,
Yeah.
And for the
Steven,
woman, if they stop being a hoe, then they're entitled to a decent guy.
Thank
you don't
you,
think women
yeah.
should ever stop being a hoe, right?
when does these bitches stop being ran through?
And the man's supposed to be wise enough to understand if the woman can change or if she's good enough, if she's just became
Well, why gamble if it becomes successful? Gamble if you're going to change or not. I don't want you in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
Why gamble it?
Like you're broke.
I guess the reason you would gamble it is 95% of women are not virgins upon getting married. So the reason you'd gamble it is because you only have 5% of women to look at. And so your options are extremely limited. So because your options are limited, why wouldn't you might be forced
But I mean,
to
that's
gamble
going
it.
0 to 100. You don't have to get a promiscuous girl either.
Yeah,
you get
you
a girl
don't.
with a lower body count.
Yeah, but you have
yeah,
no way of
sure.
knowing, right?
Well,
So
no,
if
but
you had a real
you can tell
connection
by
with
actions,
someone,
though.
you would.
You can't
not
look at a
date
girl
them
and tell
because
she
of
got
it.
like 5 bodies.
Yes,
or
you
50.
can.
There's no way of
Are
really
you
knowing.
kidding? A
You're right, you
loose.
can.
Come on, Fresh. Tell him a loose pussy
I'm
whistle.
just saying in the real
a loose
world- in the
pussy
real world-
whistle.
in the real
You
world-
can hear wind coming out that fucking hole. I want to pee.
If you're gonna choose,
I'm just saying in the real world, you can't tell if a girl had, like the body count by looking at them. There's no way you'll know, right?
I
You
agree.
can tell by their
I agree.
behavior.
You're
Nobody wants to see
However,
that.
let's be honest here. If she's partying every night with friends, going on random trips, legit like talking to guys randomly, it's like, okay, cool. I get that part, but like, do I want that for myself? No.
No.
So all, on paper, seems like she's a hoe.
Yeah,
On
which is
paper.
fine, but I don't know why not just focus on the behavior then. I don't want a girl that's like talking to a ton of dudes, partying all the time, whatever.
Exactly.
Because I don't know why focus on like because you don't know the body count, and you're a dumbass if you're a guy, not you, but like if a girl tells you a body count and she knows that you're super judgmental on it, she's gonna lie to you every time.
Exactly.
Anyway, right?
Exactly.
You have
Good
to you have to judge on behavior.
Actions
Patterns
will tell.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
and I think this is why it's so
the streets
important
will
for men
tell.
to understand how women think, and a lot of time this show will explain that, and you'll learn tactics that women employ to, you know, kind of, because I always sell men sell success, women sell purity. You need to be able to detect the women that are trying to sell you purity and identify if she's a legit salesman.
Sure, but
or
you're
not.
also like circularly, you're creating your own problem, right? By telling a guy avoid a woman with a high body count, you're creating women that will lie about their body count. So now you're creating methods to detect women that you're creating because of your own ideas, right?
Well, that's where it comes into experience, why it's so important.
Yeah.
That's why I
I
say
don't know,
guys
like,
need
that's
to.
what I said, but I'm just saying you're creating your own problem with your own system there, right?
Oh no, women are going to run around and fuck people no matter what, and they're always going to try.
Sure,
to
but they're
consider
probably
body
going to
count.
lie about it more to a guy that she thinks is going to judge them harshly over it versus.
I tell guys don't even ask.
Sure, that's
I
fair.
don't even ask. I wouldn't even ask. I wouldn't even put that atmosphere out there. If she volunteers that information, it's whatever, but don't even ask because the answer is going to piss you off no matter what. And it's up to you. Just identify patterns, look at her past, and, you know, come to a logically sound conclusion of what you think it is, and then decide, is that number too high for you? Every guy's different with
I
what
agree with
they'll
that, but then
tolerate.
in that case, you're pretty similar for men and women. You look at the past no matter what, right?
Yes, but a woman's past is far more important than a man's past.
what if you?
Why?
Hold on,
Because
if you had to
based on what
date
you
a man,
value.
and not you, okay, but like if a woman was going to date a man and in his last relationship they ended because he was physically abusive, the woman's probably going to judge the guy pretty harshly on his past there, right?
No,
and
no,
women also,
understandable.
women talk a lot to each other about men they've dated. So if you
Mm-hmm.
are a fuck guy, all the women in your circle are going to know about it. They're going to hear about that shit at the speed of light.
yeah,
right?
but sexually, we mean, for example, if the guy's like banging a
We're
lot of
talking about
girls,
promiscuity
it
in
doesn't
general.
matter because he's a guy. But if a girl's doing that, it's kind of like.
I think it matters in the friend circle of women too. That if there's a guy that's fucked like every girl in a circle, it's gonna be harder for him to date any of those girls. I think people will
Very
judge him for
much.
that.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
It's not going to have the same negative connotation because a man that can have sex with a lot of women is doing something right versus a woman that has sex with a lot of dudes is definitely doing something wrong.
I agree with
Sure,
that.
maybe, but like
Well, of course you
women
do.
aren't
Well,
going
it's
to.
surprise.
Well, but
Not
like
that
women
many
won't date
people-
fuckboys generally, right?
Right, like, if I
you might
know-
fuck a fuckboy, but you're not going to date a fuckboy.
But hold on,
Yeah.
if they know, but
If
if they don't
we
know
know.
though, then it's
You
fair
could-
game.
Well,
You
sure,
could
but then
tell
we're back
by
at ground zero, where
attitude.
like if nobody knows anything, I mean, like, but I'm just saying in general.
Well,
Behavior.
to simplify this, it's just simply this. Fuck boys are attractive to women, but girls that are hoes aren't necessarily attractive to men for anything.
Girls that are hoes are attracted to fuckboys. They're just trying to fuck. You think Zherka here's ever said no to a girl because of her body count?
No, I'm saying from a sexual standpoint.
Myron,
I'm saying what?
Destiny, leave Anastasia alone.
Zherka, we just shut down a girl. If you found out a girl had 15 bodies and you were to fuck her, are you kicking her out of your hotel?
Oh, absolutely.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, we're taking it seriously.
Listen, Anastasia, what's your body count? Am I fucking tonight or are you fucking dirty?
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch over to Rumble, guys.
Let's get ready
come on
to
over. It's fine. Yeah, guys, come on over to rumble.com/fresh. We're gonna switch over because we got the special guest here, and I don't want to keep them waiting much longer. So, guys, rumble.com/fresh. Come on over. We had a little bit of a discussion on that type of thing and the introductions. So come over right now because it is.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Good to go.
Okay, absolutely.
All right, enter.
I'm not gonna get Zherka on his
We're
countdown
now
now,
on
am I? I just realized.
Martin.
Oh no!
Yeah, just get him in, man. Just get him in.
Bring these fucking faggots in here. Yo, Myron, you want to hear something funny? We had a power outage. And when the lights turned on, the girls got hotter.
That is kind of funny, Zherka.
Yeah, we
got two
ugly
special guests in the house right now. Some of the most canceled people on the internet.
Okay, Zherka, you had a good question earlier on of the show.
Well, let's have them introduce themselves.
Yeah, what happened?
After.
Yeah. Sneako, Nick, please introduce yourself to the audience for those that may not be aware. Chris, we can hear.
Feedback.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead.
I'm Sneako. We had a great stream on cozy.tv/Nick last night. Myron was on for the first. That's the first time I've seen a guest on your stream, I think, ever. I think that was a good show, and I think you're going to post a VOD on Rumble, but I stream rumble.com/Sneako, stream it before this, and get a stream tomorrow every single day. That's where you can find me.
Bam.
All right. Hi, I'm Nick Fuentes. I'm the band man. The most band man in America.
My Führer.
Whoa. Hey, we're PG stream.
Yeah.
Pure goy stream. I'm at rumble.com/Nick J. Fuentes.
I got a question for you, Nick.
All right.
For these fucking whores, what's the final solution?
All right. Well, the final solution is to love everybody.
Great
Like
answer.
that.
Love speech.
See?
I love
There
speech.
we go.
Different flavor tonight.
Shout out Love Speech Groiper on Twitter. You
All
know
right.
Love Speech Groiper.
Oh, yeah. One of the finest.
Total Chad.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
we're going to cover a topic today with, as you guys know, Jonah Hill is trending right now because he put up some boundaries with his girl. We discussed this a bit earlier on our show, but we'd like to get the girls' take on it. Let's go ahead and show these text messages real quick. And I'm going to turn it to ladies first. Guys, let's not try to influence what they're going to say. Let's have them give their reactions. Chris, yeah.
And you guys know
We actually have a video that summarizes this.
what's happening, right?
Shout out to our guy,
Yes,
How to
yes.
Beast.
and his ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
You guys know what's happening?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
How to Beast, shout out to him. He made a pretty good short that covers this. So we'll play that short for you guys. It quickly summarizes what the hell's going on here. Chris, you got it?
Yep. The
right.
video?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Let's run the clip. And enlarge it on our end, Chris, before you hit play.
No problem.
Yeah, it's full screen it all the way.
Okay.
And the other way, too. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Mo.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
People did this, the more people would understand that they're in a relationship that makes sense.
Yeah, refresh it. Yep.
Insecure misogynist or just a high value man setting boundaries. So basically, a few days ago, his ex-girlfriend leaked these text messages where he was telling her, hey, if you keep doing things like hanging out with other men when I'm not around and posting thirst traps, well, this relationship is not going to make sense for me. And immediately people started coming after Jonah Hill, calling him a controlling misogynist. Bro, you cannot tell your girlfriend what to do like this. Now look, he's not forcing her to stay in this relationship, so I don't think it's controlling. He's just saying, this is what's okay with me, this is what's not. And I think if more people did this, then more people would understand that they're in a relationship that makes sense for them, or they would know that it doesn't make sense and they should separate. And in terms of his specific boundaries, most of them make sense to me. The one about not posting like any bathing suit photos is a little bit weird unless something happened that we don't know about. But in general, guys are not going to want their girl posting thirst traps and hanging out with other men when they're not around, because those things tend to open the door to cheating, or at least emotional cheating. Honestly, I think the bigger red flag here is that this girl posted these private conversations.
All right,
to get
so
some
you can end it there. Let's go ahead and start at the couch and work our way. Actually, yeah, because we started. Yeah,
last time.
Yeah, we start. We'll start on the couch. It's fine.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's start on the
all right.
couch. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on that? On the whole Jonah Hill situation? Obviously, he said, "Hey, I got boundaries, whatever." And then obviously all this crap ensued.
I mean, I think everyone's like entitled to.
Well,
their-
no, it was
Oh,
her turn next to you. Yeah.
I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I mean, just like a girl wouldn't want her man hanging out with other girls when she's not there and
Right.
stuff like that. Like I wouldn't.
Don't you have a boyfriend? You're hanging out with other men?
No, actually, I only hang out with him.
Oh, what are you doing here?
He loves the podcast. He wouldn't-
He said it's okay for you to be here
Yeah.
with a guy way better looking than him.
He's good.
How do you know that?
I trust me.
Yeah, I saw pictures of him. He's banging.
All right. What about you? What are your thoughts on the Jonah Hill situation? Do you think he's being toxic and insecure, or do you think these are healthy boundries?
Misogyny. Healthy boundaries. I didn't see like what he said or how he said
Let's
what
pull
he
up the
said.
text message real quick, Chris.
Yeah, sure. Closer to the BBC.
We'll go ahead and we'll show you guys the text messages so you guys are a little bit
Yeah,
more
she
aware.
exposed his private combos with him.
So basically, she goes. So you can see here, she's in the blue. It says all the posts I removed from my page, and then he says, "Good start. You don't seem to get it, but it's not, guys." In the back, what do you need? Keep looking over there.
No. Well, she can't see because the fresh's face head is in the way.
What? Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Fresh head is in the way, so she can't see the.
Okay, just move back a little bit, bro. Okay. Okay, so it goes, good start. You don't seem to get it because I need the girls to pay attention. Ladies, please pay attention to what happen what we're talking about, because if I go around and ask a question and then you don't know what I'm talking about, it's going to be very annoying. I don't want to have to repeat myself. So it goes here, good start. You don't seem to get it, but it's not my place to teach you, right? And it goes, I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear, and I hope it makes you happy. So basically, he told her, yo, take these pictures down, and she took down some of them, right? And she puts this shit on her story. This is a warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make an exit plan. Love y'all. Call me if you need an ear.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. And then go to the next picture. And then he goes, and it's interesting how she didn't show her part of the conversation, but again, she shows this part and it says, plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for romantic partnership, my boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. So those are text messages to give you guys more context. So, and then this is her talking with her friend. We don't really need that. It's not relevant. All right. We'll just stick to what they actually said. So now that you know, what are your thoughts?
Well, he was a little aggressive with it, but I mean, I get what he's saying. Obviously, you're allowed to have whatever boundary you want in a
How the
relationship.
fuck was that aggressive? What are you fucking
he said
retarded?
to model.
Which
To
part
model?
is the modeling is what?
To model, like that doesn't make sense. You could literally be in like head to toe covered if
A
you're
model
modeling.
is a synonym for whore.
No, it's not.
Who are you?
surfing Great model? Argument.
Very
Remember when we were
close.
gonna hear the
Not
girls'
even
Hold on,
opinion
let's let her finish
first?
her point. Okay, so you said you think it's aggressive.
Just slightly. I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with him. I'm saying he might be like a little overdoing it, but I don't know why the fuck she posted them. That doesn't seem like that was anything.
What part
for
do you
anyone
think
else to
was
care
the,
about.
the line that made it aggressive, overdoing it?
Overdoing it was just the fact that he wrote it out in such intense terms instead of just having like a face-to-face conversation with her and then deciding if she's not going to do that, you break it up, but you don't keep it going and wait for her to finally give in. Obviously,
Okay.
that's not what she wants.
All right. What about you?
It's reminding me my story with my ex, but if she has like if she has like a friends and like just friends who's the male, that's kind of okay as far as. But if she is posting that stuff and like doing a little bit like over, then his reaction completely normal. And I would even say something more like, hey, have respect to me. But if she's explained herself or whatever, maybe if he's not finding it okay, then it's not okay. And because this is his relationship with her,
So what is your final take on it then?
Yeah, he's right.
You think he's right?
Yeah, but if she would do a little less just to have it, like, because this is my thing as well. Like, if I have just a friends, like man friends, and that's okay. If you have a trust and you have like with a woman you love, then that's okay to
Do you
have
think
somebody.
you think men and women can be platonic friends?
100%.
No.
What I think that if the
Hold on.
man
Well,
tried
hold
to
on.
be a
Well,
friend
I'm
with a
asking her.
woman,
I'm asking her. Yeah.
if the man tried to be a friend with a woman, then it's more likely that he tried to fuck her. And if the woman tried to be a friend with a man, it doesn't mean anything. Maybe that man who she tried to talk to, he maybe tried to fuck with her. But if she's 100% sure in herself, if she doesn't drink too much and doesn't stay with him alone, whatever, I don't know, then she's okay. She has no that.
No, that's still a whore.
Yeah, everybody whore for you. I know that. So it's not counting. But
It's true.
Just it depends on the situation. Specifically in this situation, I'm on a guy's side. But sometimes it's not the case. Like, and the girl can have a friend who's the man or guys or whatever. She just supposed to, like have respect even while she with the guys. Like, let's say.
But wouldn't it be fair to say that the more respectful thing is just don't hang out with guys that are trying to have sex with you? If you know most men in general are trying to have sex with you by your own admission.
Then I'm gonna okay. So sometimes I can work with the guys, and for example, it's good for my business,
But we're
or
talking about friends, not colleagues.
I can be a friends with the people who I work as well. Like I don't
Stop
know.
the cap. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? What are your thoughts on the whole situation there?
I 100% agree with him.
Okay.
He has his own boundaries, and if you don't accept that, then leave the relationship. As a man, I feel like they have high value. They want what they want, and if you don't want to accept that, then that's not the right relationship for you.
All right.
As a woman, I'm happy to give up like career choices and stuff if my man feels uncomfortable with something. I'm not going to go talk to other men. I'm not going to go into a room with another guy. I'm not going to hang out with other guys. I don't think girls and guys can be friends.
Okay.
Like you said, most guys want to fuck you. So why would you hang around someone that wants to fuck you if your man is at home?
Okay. Okay. What about you? What are your thoughts?
So yeah, I'm also agree with the guy. So when I was dating, I didn't even have friends instead of him. I was just like talk with him, my parents. That's it. I didn't go out.
This is a Jewish guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, did you break up with him or did he break up with you?
He's break up with her.
It was a difficult.
breaking up.
No, it
Jewish.
was a difficult situation because he
You know,
was much older than me, but I fall in love with him.
Why did he break
and-
up with you?
Did he charge you interest?
Because because we wanted different in our lives because he was dead inside because he was much older than me. He's after divorce. He didn't want nothing. I wanted like family, traveling, all this
You
stuff.
want a family with a wrinkly
right
old scrotum?
Not right now, but
How
like
old was he? Oh, he's old as fuck.
50 years old?
Leather bag.
no.
Was his scrotum touching the end of the yacht by the water?
Yeah, he was over 50.
Yeah, he
Over
was.
He's a good looking
How did I
guy.
know?
He
though.
was
How did I
very
know?
good looking
He looked
guy.
young.
He was
How can
good
you-
sense of humor.
Yeah.
He's good looking.
But was his scrotum low?
So
Like his scrotum, like his skin would like sag at that age because he's ugly and old.
No,
as
he
fuck,
looked good and his skin is
looks
okay.
good.
They look good
Oh.
together.
How do you know?
I don't look at guys like
You didn't see his
under
scrotum
30
touch the
years
water
old.
from the yacht?
All right, so let me ask. So he didn't want a family and he didn't want to do certain things that you wanted to do.
he was just like
She wants to have fun
didn't-
and he doesn't.
he didn't want nothing. He was like I don't know, like dead inside after divorce. He had really hard divorce.
Like the word she's looking for is arthritis.
But I saw like the good soul inside him. He was
Did
like,
he ever
good
consider you as like a gold digger? It's a real question,
valid
like,
question.
right? Because you're with
What
this
did he do
old.
Or
ugly
rather, wait,
fuck.
how old were you when you started dating? He was 50 plus and you were.
No, I was 21. He was 49.
Was he particularly wealthy?
Yo, that nigga, of
course he was.
Of course he was. Well, let's ask.
I mean,
But he looks like
What?
like
Let's
30,
ask.
She's gonna
Figure it out.
date a broke
Yeah, wait,
49-year-old.
I don't know. Was he?
Right, listen what Nick has
I'm
to say.
trying to be
Hold on,
honest.
woman.
Was he wealthy?
Hold on, woman.
Sorry?
Was
Get
he
that dusty
particularly
coke out of her.
wealthy?
Right, listen what Nick has to say. Nick, go.
Was he rich?
Say,
No,
say.
I'm working.
He said
I
he'd
had
be
a good
based if he
family.
wasn't Jewish.
I'm not from a rich family, but I'm from a good family
he
from
rich?
Russia.
Was he?
What?
Does he have money?
Yes, sure.
Like a lot?
Oligarch.
No, a lot, but like in the middle. I don't know.
Was he
What is a lot,
was he
though?
millionaire?
The point
Was
she's
he a
trying to
millionaire?
make.
Was he a millionaire?
No.
But he lived in New York
After
City?
divorce, his wife fucked him.
Okay.
He
Okay.
lost everything, but I just
But he lives in New York City.
yeah.
I think she's trying to make the point that her family is super wealthy too, so she wasn't with him just for the money. There must have been other shit going on. I think that's what she was trying
Was
to
he
make.
in
the point.
Manhattan or where's he at?
Huh?
Manhattan, like the city?
No,
or
Queens.
Queens. And then you said your family has money as well. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, for Russia, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you agree with him? You agree with Jonah Hill?
Yeah, I think so.
Did your ex also have these issues? Like, hey, I don't want you being on the internet.
He
or-
was so strict. You know why we broke up?
Why?
Because he lives in New York. I live here.
Mhm.
So, but I used to live in New York, and I told him that I'm going to birthday party at the boat to my like
On a yacht?
I had yeah, and I wore like a stone bikini and I covered it with a. So I like to wear six.
It was too open for him. Right?
Did you ask him to go on the
He-
boat first?
I
No, she go by herself.
So she
Yeah.
didn't ask for permission.
I told him everything, where I'm going,
No,
what I'm
no. But
wearing.
did you ask him first before you went?
Yes.
You did.
I didn't ask him. Like said that I'm going. That's
No,
it.
she said, "Hey, I'm going over here."
Yeah.
Do you think it's
he's
appropriate for you to be on a boat?
really
Hold on.
strict guy.
Stop. Do you think it's appropriate for you to go on a boat in Miami when your boyfriend is in New York?
I'm not was going to suck someone dicks or something.
No.
I mean,
but
if it's you and your friend, girl.
He's asking
then-
you. You got a boyfriend. Is it right for you to go on a yacht by yourself? Do you
why,
think so?
Why not? Why not? If he
There's the
trusts
answer.
me,
That's the answer right there.
if he
Okay.
trusts me, I'm trust him.
But respectfully, we know what happens on yachts.
Yeah.
No,
You had something, Nick, that you wanted to say?
No, that's pretty ridiculous. I agree.
But doesn't that go against what you said about
He
the
was-
Jonah Hill thing? Because you're saying I agree with Jonah Hill, and then your boyfriend tries to set boundaries with you, and then you're like, well, my boyfriend, he should trust me.
Very good point.
I thought we trusting each other.
Right. And Jonah Hill's girlfriend probably thought that he could trust her with her surfing with other men and like hanging out with some ratchet chicks at the club and whatnot. So what makes your situation different than the Jonah Hill situation?
Good question.
Nothing. She doesn't say that it's different. She just like said her story, but she just saying that in this particular situation with a guy, she's agree with him, but in her situation, she's not agree because she's the other side, which is okay because he didn't break up with her because she went on a boat. He break up with her because she wear in particular bra.
Just in case I even didn't come to the boat because it was canceled and I broke up with him and I didn't come to the boat and I lose everything. I'm like, that's okay. It is what it is.
Did you guys discuss it beforehand?
Okay, I just for an example, I take a participation in swim week just once and he told me like this like modeling is the prostitution. So he was
that was part of what Jonah Hill was saying. Jonah Hill was saying, I don't want you to model. Specifically, I don't want you to bikini model. And when asked about Jonah Hill's situation, you're like, yes, I agree with Jonah Hill, 100%, da 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 da. And then it comes to you personally in your life, and he's
Very
like,
contradicting.
and you're like, how is he so controlling? He won't let me participate in Miami Beach Wear Week. And it's like, how is that not literally the identical situation?
I think in the beginning we was in a different part of thinking because of the age difference in the age, and it just was.
So you thought you can get away with it even though you knew it was wrong because he's 49 and you're 21. So your justification was, I'm hot, I'm 21,
In
he's
the
49.
beginning, I thought so. You know, when you are in a 20s, everything changes in your head like every day.
Yeah.
And
It's not when you're 20s, it's when you're a woman. Like, I'm in my
when
20s.
I just met him, I thought I want a family. I'm ready for this. Like not right now, but maybe in a year. But I saw that he don't want this. I need to push him to do something. And then I decided that I don't want nothing with him. And I think I'm too young
when did you
to do
decide?
something.
When did you decide you don't want anything with him?
When she got invited to the party.
So what happened was you're dating probably an abusive dude. If he's
Right.
49 and he's headhunting for 21-year-olds,
Exactly.
you live long distance. He tells you can't have
No,
friends.
I used to live in
Yes.
New York. We
No,
we lived together.
Sure, but even
In
if
the
you move,
beginning.
like if you're dating a guy that's 28 years older than you, when you're 21, he's telling you can't. You said earlier, I listened. You said the only people I spoke to were my husband and my family.
Yeah.
You're with like a manipulative, like abusive dude. I
No,
imagine at some
that's
point you probably
normal.
figured it out.
Destiny, you make this argument a lot, but I mean, I don't mean to add on, but aren't you in a relationship that's very similar? Didn't you get married with a very big age difference?
My wife fucks other guys.
You're
nothing similar. There's nothing similar about me stealing my wife. She can't tell us.
You leave Zherka out of it.
No, there's nothing similar about this. You're reaching so hard because we have an age
Bro,
difference.
you picked up Melina when she was a fucking teenager in rollerblades.
Melina was 20. She was younger. I agree.
She was a
but I'm not
20.
telling-
She was a teenager.
She was 20 years old.
She was a teenager. Do
You
the
can look
math.
at my fucking marriage certificate.
All right,
She's
well.
married, but I'm not telling Melina you're not allowed to have guy friends. The only people who come to is
Steven,
me.
why is
and
that
fucking
abusive?
husband.
So it makes it abuse. Wait, that removes the abuse. The fact that she fucks other guys is why it's
You're
not
a
abusive.
49-year-old.
Why is that your idea of
So
abuse?
what?
That
What
a
if
woman
he's
is
a-
monogamous?
This is outside of these circles. It's every single human being's understanding of abuse. If a 49-year-old is getting with a 21-year-old who's a foreigner, by the way, telling her that she's not allowed to have friends and she only has to talk to her parents and him, yeah, of course that guy's an abuser.
was
Every
my
single person knows
decision.
that.
I didn't.
I'm with all due respect, you're 21.
No,
Your
no, you
decisions
were
are like-
abused. You were
They mean
abused.
about as
She's
much as
saying
Sneako's
she's not
decisions.
abused.
Okay, like they don't mean anything, you know.
She's saying she's fine, and you're insisting that she was in an abusive relationship.
Because I'm an adult and I know that a 21-year-old getting headhunted
So
by
can
a
I fuck her,
49-year-old
Steven?
guy,
Steven.
not allowed to have friends.
So,
Yeah,
Steven,
of course she's
21 and is an adult.
Steven,
what are
when
you talking about?
when I fuck her tonight, I'm 29. Is that abusive too?
You don't have the mental capacity to abuse anyone. You're good to go.
All
Okay?
abusive relationship.
Just let me have the
at least
autistic girl.
once.
Okay. Wait, who is that?
I just got to say the Jews.
Oh my
The
God.
Jews are right on
This
this
is
one.
Rabbi.
The Jews are 100% right on this one. Her and her boyfriend are right. Yeah.
W Jews, man, for real.
Yeah, the Jew, rare
No,
Jew
Al.
W.
Them boys.
That's a W for him.
Yeah,
You look so good. You look very good right now. Very handsome right now.
Do we have another Jew on the panel right now?
Yeah.
I'm handing out loans if anybody needs
It's
them.
her. Okay, so how did
Ty, Renai,
Hey, Jew lady, what's her name?
You follow me on Twitter. You
I
should know my name.
I know. I just follow you because you're trying to fuck Nick and he's rejecting the fuck out of you.
Oh, yeah.
No Jews. That's your
No
rule.
Jews. Okay.
Catholics only. Sorry.
You got to convert to suck dick. But what's your name? Actually, you know what? We don't want you baptized. You're not allowed, Nick. But what's your name again? I forget.
You don't.
Okay, whatever.
It's Lauren.
Okay, it's not Jonah. Okay, so Lauren, I'm wondering right now, right?
Mhm.
What do you think of Jewish men? Because a lot of people say they're extremely unattractive. I've seen the studies.
Have you been to Israel? Have you seen the IDF?
No.
Sir,
No, about
they
men.
are
We're
not
talking about men. Are
attractive. Yes.
No, we Catholics fuck your Jew women, but I'm talking about the men.
Have you seen IDF soldiers?
Yeah, I can't see
Jewish?
5'1" men anywhere. I step on them.
Right. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Jewish
Yeah, they're a
men,
little
very
short.
attractive.
Your people are short and they fuck a wall.
Yeah, you have a small dick, so.
No arguments there.
Okay, so the question was earlier, thoughts on this debacle here.
Yeah, Jonah
Is
Hill,
Jonah
you
right
agree?
or is his girlfriend in the right?
Jonah Hill is one of them boys, by the way. A brethren.
Jonah Hill Feldstein. His real name. He hides his real name because he doesn't want to get the misconceptions that I got all my Hollywood success because I'm Jewish. So
Yeah,
Jonah
it's
Hill,
Feldstein, which is kind of funny.
Feldstein.
Cha-ching. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I have to address the fact that Jonah's hopefully ex-girlfriend outed him on the internet when his work is to be in the public eye is not okay.
No, you want to know the funny thing is that they broke up like 3-4 years ago. These are like years
Okay,
old
it's
text
still
messages.
not okay. Girl, be classy. Like seriously, it's not like it. That's his work and that's what he does for a living. It's just not okay in any way. You look immature and stupid, and then asking girls to high five you and talk in your DMs is even stupider. But I guess, there's underlining issues to that relationship for him to have insecurities about those little things. He was attracted to her in a way. He met her in a way. She probably looked sexy at the time. He fell in love with her, dated her in that way. And then she goes and on social media and posts herself in a bikini or, has fun or be's, sociable or whatever. Then you can't say that's not allowed now that we're dating, I guess, unless you stipulated that from the very beginning. So there's obviously underlining issues. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. But for her to post it on social media is extremely wrong.
So she is wrong then.
She has an issue with her posting it on social media.
Yeah, I 100% do. And I think there's underlining issues to that relationship for him to have insecurities about very small things
No,
like
Madonna,
that.
he wasn't underlying. It was pretty
Madonna-
clear. He put the bullet points of what he wants and doesn't want. That's
But they'd been in a
very-
relationship for a certain period of time. Surely they've gone on holiday and she's been in a bikini and been like, oh my God, we're on holidays, or oh my God, we're out at the pub, or like, come on, like, you're going to post things
putting
like that.
herself in a bikini on the internet for other men to look at without him being there, I think that's the issue.
So
Especially with
you're
other
going
men.
on holiday and you can't wear a bikini and put it on the internet.
I think his issue is she put pictures of herself in a bikini on the internet
with other men,
with other men, and or without him being there. It's like if
So there's obviously underlining issues there. She's obviously done it for attention, for him to reach out and be like, why'd you do that? That's